Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the Dreaded D-Rose report today. Let's see what's going on in this crazy, wacky world of wrestling. Wow. Attendance figures for Monday's Raw television taping at the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C. hasn't been disclosed yet. It's said to be the least attended WWE event there at that venue in several years. I can probably tell you why, and you out there listening can tell Vince why, and I know Vince knows. I'm really kind of speechless on, because he knows why the ratings are going down. I just know he does. Can't be, he ain't got that old. Anyway, the first trailer, by the way, for the action thriller drama film starring the former WWE talent Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been released. And since he's, I'm scared that they're going to take The Rock off of the alumni roster too on WWE because he's in an action thriller drama movie. Well, they don't want to be associated with that now. The rated R film is set for release to be released in the United States on November 24th. Here's the way it goes. It's an ex-con set out to avenge his brother's death after they were double-crossed during a heist years ago. So it's old payback action. And during the campaign, though, however, he's tracked by a veteran cop and an egocentric hitman. By the way, the Sergeant Slaughter Hall of Famer launched his Twitter account the other day, and he says, today's birthday, or rather, he didn't say that, but he said that he's launched his Twitter account. I ran two sentences together, my fault. I got to pause. Anyway, today's birthday, by the way, Raven turns 46, Lodi turns 40, the great Kabuki turns 62, and the former WCW World Champion, Heavyweight Champion, and Farced David Arquette turns 39. That was a low day of wrestling, too. Dark days. Anyway, the official website of Trish Stratus was announced today that the former WWE Champion will be attending the Toronto International Film Festival also. Male members of the WWE locker room offer their criticism of the Season 3 NXT rookies on F4WOnline.com. Wrestling Observer newsletter also followed Tuesday night's season premiere, and there's been, seemed to be a universal favorable opinion of the divas and hopeful appearances from now on, as long as they don't make Vicky mad. In general, the reaction to the 6 NXT rookies on the whole show have so much better bodies than the divas on the main event roster anymore. As noted earlier, Caitlyn in particular was praised for her appearance with the conscientiousness of being, she looks both best looking and in possession of the best body of the six contestants. From the overness standpoint, she stumbled on the, on the onset, I guess, but the feeling is that by being paired up with her strong heel Vicky Guerrero, there's a chance that she's going to be garnering a support as a babyface, because probably her and Vicky will be fighting against each other. None of the girls, they said, received negative remarks about their looks, although the feeling of Oksana is essentially a less attractive version of Maryse. Oh man, don't compare her to Maryse. Thus not a clear asset to the roster. AJ's energy and charm and appeal, she's absolutely pegged as a suitable replacement of Mickie James. No one is particularly negative on Jamie Keys. But there's definitely uncertainty about whether her desire to transition from ring announcing to wrestling will produce positive results. So nothing real bad yet. Even though Maxine's initial promo fell flat, the feeling is that she could still emerge as the Alex Riley of the season, as her personality best suited her for getting over as a heel. Naomi made up the biggest surprise of the group going into Tuesday's premiere. No one gave her a real shot of winning, but the time of the broadcast came close, and she had won the key people over, I guess, backstage, and became internal favorite amongst the competition. Because there are fewer openings of female talent on the WWE roster, if several of the NXT rookies goes over enough to warrant permanent spots on the brand. Wrestling Observer newsletter speculates that some of the current divas could be cut by springtime. TNA Impact, by the way, is being preempted tonight as Spike TV is going to be airing Gangland episodes, I guess. Apparently they draw bigger ratings, maybe on the off nights. Anyway, during the regular time spot for Impact. While Spike nor TNA has acknowledged the reason for the preemption, it is said that the network officials made the decision not to air Impact this week because they felt it would be hammered by the ratings by the NFL season opener between Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints, which it could. TNA Wrestling instead presents Bound for Glory kickoff show on their website, TNA.com, hosted by Borash, and Dixie Carter will be on there answering questions. So if you got questions, you can ask me, and I'll give you my opinion, but hell, ask Dixie. Dixie might give you her opinion too, hopefully. All right, as noted earlier, Jeff Jarrett recently tied the knot with Kurt Angle's ex-wife, Karen Smedley. A terrible name. The company were buried August 21st. Small ceremonies, I guess just a few people from TNA knew about it. People within the organization discovered the marriage after Karen, more than a week later, posted photos of the wedding on Facebook. The two has been living together and raising their combined 5 children, 3 from Jarrett and 2 from, when he was married to Jill Jarrett, and 2 from Karen and Kurt. While Team 3D's respective contracts at TNA have both expired, Brother Ray is still working for the promotion, both as a producer and a creator on the creative team. Alright, what we got here? Tuesday's NXT season premiere on Sci-Fi did a 0.96 cable rating with about 1,151,000 viewers. Number is in line with the NXT as before what they've normally been drawing. What else we got? SmackDown brand live event tour has been going through the UK through Sunday, I guess. Top matches being advertised for the tour is Kane versus Drew McIntyre for the World Championship title, and Big Show versus Jack Swagger. All right, a little bit of the history for the next 2.5 minutes. September 9th, all the way through. All right, 1986, Dusty Rhodes defeated Arn Anderson to win the NWA World Heavyweight title. 1991, Ric Flair debuts on WWF Prime Time Wrestling and brings the WCW World Heavyweight title with him, which they later blurred out. 1994, the UFC 3, by the way. Jeff Jenham defeats Harold Howard in a finals of a six-man tournament to win $60,000 prize. Jenham, by the way, replaced Ken Shamrock, who withdrew to an injury. That's why I threw that in. All right, 1996, Monday Night Raw ratings. WCW did a 3.7 TV rating, on WWF Raw did a 2.4. Ooh. Oh, I wonder what happened on that night. 1999, Buried Alive match. Big Show and Undertaker defeats The Rock and Mankind to win the WWF Tag Team Championships. 2004, Rene Dupree, remember him? And Kenzo Suzuki, remember him? Defeated Billy Kidman and Paul London to win the WWE Tag Team Championship. 2005, SmackDown airs its first Friday night episode on UPN. And birthday, WEC featherweight champion Jose Aldo, born this day, 1986. Leave some suggestions or comments on what you think. Why is WWE getting less ratings, less pay-per-view buys? Just pretty much less everything. I would think the WWE Shop Zone has probably went down on selling things. I'd just like to see it in print. Maybe somebody will see it on the internet that works there, and they'll know that we know, and they already know, I think. But just what do you think's the reason for it going down? Gotta go.